How to become a full-time influencer with $0 in 2023. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Divi and I'm going to talk all about being a full-time influencer. As the new year approaches, everyone wants to set new goals, everyone wants to start new ventures. Being an influencer is honestly one of those careers where it seems daunting, it seems like a lot, but it really isn't. The reward is definitely worth it, and here are some tips that I have for you guys to help you achieve becoming an influencer with minimal money. You guys probably have heard this before, but in order for a business to make money, you're gonna need money. Well, the exact quote is, it takes money to make money, but you guys get the point. So how do you make this money? How are you gonna become a full-time influencer while not being able to invest as much money at the beginning? I've been doing this now full-time for 2 years, and I've been doing influencing now for like 5, so these are some tips and tricks that I've learned throughout the years. First thing that's so important when it comes to making money, and this is absolutely free, you don't need to go buy anything, purchase anything, is building a community. Focusing on building a community over building number of followers is going to reap so many benefits, not just short term, but more so long term. The reason I emphasize this is because your community, the community that you build, nurture, and build, is the one that's going to stick with you through thick and thin. When your views are low, they're going to be there. When your views are high, they'll definitely be there. You want to make sure you're giving as much value to them as possible. And the reason I say this is a lot of influencers depend on brand deals when it comes to making money, but there's so many different ways to make money and so many different income streams, which I will definitely make a separate video, or else I'm going to be here forever. So let me know if you guys want to see that. Your community is pretty much going to help you and be able to diversify your income streams. Now, a lot of influencers, when they think about making money, it's all about brand deals. That is the worst way you could set yourself up, because the minute you are only depending on brand deals, you are at the mercy of the brands. And unfortunately, that is the worst feeling to have as a content creator, as someone who's creative, as someone who is a solopreneur. There's a sense of like energy, and yes, some people are killing it with brand deals. I'm not saying not to go for it, because there's definitely money in brand deals. However, sometimes brands run thin. Sometimes there can be a recession. Sometimes there's a whole damn pandemic and budgets can get tight. And there can be so many reasons why you don't get picked on a campaign. It's not necessarily like personal. So many business decisions that go into that. So unless you are, Kylie Jenner, who, can get any brand deal she wants. So I suggest not depending on your brand deals, fostering that community, and then getting them to be able to click on your affiliate links. So you start making affiliate money, start digitizing products, selling ebooks, or selling courses on whatever it is that you niche in. These are also great revenue sources because they cost $0 to make. Like, it's $0 to make an online course or an ebook that's literally free on Canva. I mean, online course, you might maybe need like a little bit to host it on a certain platform, but it's not that expensive. You can get deals, and that is just your best return of investment when you are going to become a full-time influencer. My second tip is always go with a drugstore or a cheaper alternative. Let's say your niche is makeup or fashion. Instead of going to Aritzia, which is like hundreds of dollars for like one top, you want to invest in something that's a little bit more affordable. Going and giving hauls for H&M, grabbing some basics and re-wearing them in different ways. The biggest mistake I made was that thinking that if I was doing a lot of drugstore content, that higher end brands wouldn't work with me, such as like Sephora or brands at Sephora, which is so not true. It's always about the reach and like your community. So if you have that and you're able to showcase, hey, like, this is my numbers, this is like how I can benefit you, leveraging the content you make with the drugstore content, they will want to work with you. Don't feel pressured while you're on a budget to feel like you need to get the latest product at Sephora or at, Coco Chanel. Like, you definitely don't need that. When you're at the beginning, when you have a tight budget and you want to be an influencer, the best way to become a full-time influencer, and I used this at the beginning when I was first starting out, and it works so well, especially now with short form content, is taking one piece of product. So let's say you have a tech product or a makeup product or a fashion like item, like a dress, right? You want to make as much content as possible. Even if it's repetitive, it's fine. Even if you're promoting that one product over and over again, obviously space it out throughout the week or throughout the month, but using that one product to create up to like 10 video concepts, that's what you want to do. You want to get as much reach with that one product as you can, and once you start doing that, you start learning, okay, what video formats are working for that type of review or that type of content, and what you can do is double down on it once you do start getting more products. inevitably you're gonna start getting more views, you're gonna start getting more engagement because now you know what works and what doesn't work, and brands will start reaching out to you. And I love that TikTok allows you to do this because even if you have a following, your content always goes to the For You page first. So even if you have a dress and you repeat it like 10 times in 10 different videos, it can go to a completely different audience, and that helps you because you could keep reusing that dress. By the way, guys, let me know what niche you guys do. Are you guys doing self-help, fashion, beauty, like whatever it is? Let me know in the comments. I would love to give you guys some ideas if you guys do feel stuck on what video ideas you may want to do. Now, once you have all these different video ideas out there with that one product, you can use that, leverage that to email brands and be like, hey, I've used your product like 10 times and this is how much total impressions or total reach I've gotten, or how much story links I've gotten. And even if you don't land a paid brand deal right away, they will, I am gonna guarantee you that they will minimum be giving you gifted PR for you to now take and create more videos, more content, and now multiply that by 10. And you just want to keep that cycle going, and inevitably that will land you a paid collab. Just because you're making so much content, other brands are gonna see you. You're building a relationship with the brand that just gifted you that product. Sometimes what people get too caught up with, oh, brand deals and, you know, knowing their worth, which is 100% true, but at the end of the day, influencing is a business, and a lot of people forget that it is about building relationships. So if you don't have that relationship with someone, they're not going to keep wanting to pay you, and people forget that. People kind of go for that one-time payment, which is great, but you also want to build long-term relationships so you can sustain this as a career and make it full-time. The biggest tip I can give you is use what you have. Do not feel the need to have to go and buy so many different things. Nowadays, especially with short-form content, it's not about what you have in your video, it's about how you deliver it and video style. Like, you could be in your car, like, you don't feel like you need like a luxury apartment. You could just sit in your car. Like, do you know how many videos where people have just sat in their car and done reviews or just talked about life and have blown up? So definitely don't feel the pressure to have to like go and buy things constantly, because there is so many products that get pushed down my face like every single day, and I always am like, oh my god, do I need this? Do I want to buy this? I want to buy this. There's just so many things that make you feel like you need to buy the latest thing, the newest thing to be able to sustain a career, but that's not true. I've even went viral for reviewing products that I've had in my drawer that are like over 10 years old. Not that the product, that like the specific product I had was 10 years old, but the product came out 10 years ago and I reviewed this L'Oreal True Match powder. Like, that powder came out years ago. No one was talking about it, but I had it in my collection. So what I did is I just reviewed it and I was like, hey, this is a great product, and it went viral. Like, it got 400,000 views, which is insane because it was an old product just sitting in my drawer. So don't be afraid to use what you have and maximize what you have. Those are some of my tips for how to become an influencer with like $0 with the tight budget in 2023. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys found these tips helpful, and let me know what you guys want to see next. I would love to help out and give you guys more ideas, and I will see you guys next time.